Can you make out all the individual erythrocytes? Note their colour. They have this simple pink colour because they contain lots of eosinophilic hemoglobin protein, but no nucleic acid, because as a final step in their maturation, the cells discard their nucleus. If you look closely, you can see that the erythrocytes stain more darkly around their rim than in the middle, and this is because they are biconcave discs. With this shape, few hemoglobin molecules are more than a micrometer from the cell membrane. In the series of images I'm now going to show you, those of you with a very keen, attentive eye, which is really a must for studying histology, will notice these blurred stained particles. Please remember these, and I'll talk about them at the end of this lecture series. The first leukocyte that I would most likely come across will be a neutrophil, since they account for about 70% of the nucleated cells. These three neutrophils are easily recognized because their nuclei are partitioned into 3 to 5 lobes, connected by very thin strands of chromatin. These cells are sometimes called polymorphonuclear cells, or simply polymorphs. These are the main cells of the body for phagocytizing bacteria. They contain thousands of very small pinkish granules which you're not able to resolve in this particular image. Neutrophils are formed in red bone marrow. They're stored there and released as mature cells into the blood. If there is a great demand for neutrophils, such as from an infection, cells may be released before their nuclei have been fully developed. These cells with incomplete nuclear lobes are called band cells or stab cells, and their presence in significant quantities is an important diagnostic of disease. Their cytoplasm and granules resemble those of mature neutrophils. And I'll point out one of these band cells or stab cells when I talk about bone marrow cells in a later lecture. Another very interesting feature of neutrophils is that they can show whether a blood sample is from a male or female person. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. Males have only one X chromosome plus a minute Y chromosome. The second X chromosome of a female is heterochromatic. That is, it's highly compacted, darkly staining, and genetically silent. This chromosome often forms its own small lobe called a bar body or drumstick in neutrophils. The Y chromosome is also heterochromatic but too small to form a visible lobe. Probably 5% of the neutrophils from a female will show a drumstick. I didn't go searching for these in this blood smear, as I had no idea if the blood sample was taken from a female or a male person.